and parties and having a lot of fun, and we ate a little bit too much cheese in some of those parties, and so now we're all on diet. But you're not gaining weight, man. You're not having enough parties. That's all I'm just saying. Okay, so my son, Puya, who is young enough to be my son, we're going to tag team tonight, and we're going to give you guys a show that you haven't seen lately. So, take it away.
So what we've been asked to share with everyone is what's called the Nerium experience. And there's really two portions of this presentation. The first part, as you can see up here, is the Look Better portion. And this is where you can get real results using our Nerium AD product, which is perfect regardless of your age or the skin type that you have. The second portion of our presentation is where you can live better, and that's going out there and creating that dream lifestyle for yourself that we're going to get an opportunity to share with you a little bit more towards the back half of our presentation. Now, the first part, as I mentioned, is the Look Better portion, and any time we're in a public setting like this, what we like to do is not to necessarily tell you what our product does, but we like to start off with showing you what our product does. And the first one's a picture of a gentleman named Paul. He actually is now a brand partner of ours that lives down in Phoenix, Arizona, and what happens is you can see in Paul's skin, he spends a lot of time out in the sun because of what he does for a living. You can see the discoloration in his skin, but you can also notice those deep, deep expression lines on the top of his forehead. Literally after 60 nights, 60 evenings of applying our product to his skin, which is simple enough for, yes, men to use, you can see that not only is there a tone and texture change, but you can see that those deep expression lines have even started to soften up.
This is one of my favorite pictures. Okay, how many of you guys wash your face with just the shampoo that runs from your head down your body?
I used to.
Okay, you're in for a treat. I love this picture. I call it the Zorro picture. I mean, what if you had lots of rows and furrow brow, but you only had one? He only had one. So I'm sure he's really, really excited that that one is about to go away and quite greatly diminished. Next one.
Sorry.
See, I'm too old to be techie. He has to do it for me. How about that?
So this next picture is a really good one because it exemplifies a lot of different things that our product addresses. Number one, you can see that light expression line on the top of her forehead, but you can also notice the dark circles around her eyes. And the next thing that's immediately noticeable on her skin is these furrow lines, or I like to AKA them the angry 11s. Okay? And you can see literally after 11 nights of applying our product, not only has that one expression line on the top of her forehead started to soften up, but you can notice how the circles around her eyes are even brighter, but you can see that these angry 11s have even started to soften up and lighten up as well. Our friend, fellow National Marketing Director, John Harris, he says, you know, she looks a little angry, someone that you'd be intimidated to ask out on a date, whereas she looks a lot nicer and sweeter. So, you know, something to keep in mind.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This lady, obviously, she's very happy because we all, men and women, we have this little thing called crow's feet. And she doesn't have it as bad as it could be, but it's obviously starting on her face. And this is, all these are average 30-day change in your face. So I'm sure she's ecstatic that those have pretty much diminished to the point that you just can't even see them anymore. And notice the texture. Notice the tone and the texture of her face. The product also brightens your face and gives you a really great glow.
And to piggyback on what she said, what I love about this picture also is that the product is being applied around her eyes. That's how natural of a product that we have, that it's safe to even put around your eyes and on your eyelids. You know, when you go out there and you're walking into a department store, typically you need to buy a specific cream, like an eye cream. Why? Because the eyes are the most sensitive area on your skin. So know that our product, this one product, which addresses multiple concerns at once, is safe enough to even put around your eyes as well. Now here's another very special photo. This is someone that I've had the privilege of working with now for a little over a year now, and her name's Kenya. She's a 60, 70-year-old woman, the sweetest homeopathic doctor you'll ever meet. And she lives up in Ojai, California. As you can see, Kenya's got this, this aging and loose skin that tends to be her jawline. You can see how it just droops a little bit. And unfortunately for her, gravity just kind of didn't really help it too much. So you can see after about 60... It's a nicer way of saying it, right? But you can see, literally after 60 days of applying our product, not only has her aging and loose skin started to tighten up, but notice the difference on her lips as well. And that's something that she mentions, is that she's even applied the product to her dry lips.